Insects are a key part of any healthy ecosystem, and it's important for us to know the good from the bad. So today we're going to talk about a few insects that you might encounter in your own garden and determine if you want to keep them or eliminate them. So common to a lot of prickly pears, we'll find cochineal scale. Now this might look like a fungus or something funky or mold, but it's actually an insect. So if we brush aside or scrape aside some of this cottony material, it's actually protective coating for them. Inside we will find some insect scales. So if we see the dark spots here, they're actually scales, and if we smash them, we know that they're alive, and they have this brilliant reddish magenta color. That's their blood, and this is actually a dye used, it's a food grade dye used throughout the world. It was used for many, many hundreds of years. It's still used today. Some effective methods for control, if these have gotten out of hand or you don't want any of these unsightly visitors, would be Safer soap, neem oil. I actually just use rubbing alcohol diluted in water to about 50% or more and spray it on a couple times a week. And then once these have dried up, then you know that they've died, and then you can just either hose them down or scrape them off or leave them and they won't remain breeding. So this is something you'll see most commonly on cholla and prickly pear. One pest that many of us are familiar with are aphids, and sometimes their presence is indicated early on by either ants, which can harvest them, or a sticky substance that you'll see on your leaves, and that's the honeydew. It's what they excrete, and that's actually what the ants are harvesting. So if you see sort of a shiny, sticky substance, it's not normally present on your plants. A lot of times that's due to mealybugs or aphids, and then that draws our attention, so we want to control these pests. You can do this by releasing ladybugs or any kind of predatory insect. One thing that you might not be aware of, though, is that there are wasps that prey on aphids. And when you look at the underside of leaves where you'll find them hiding, or between leaves, you'll see an inflated aphid body. And those bodies are little tiny and tan, and they're more round than a normal aphid body. If you see those, that's a great sign, because that means those wasps are reproducing and they're going to help you in eliminating the aphid population. But again, like many of these pests that we actually have here, some really non-toxic solutions that I've used very successfully, again, are neem oil, Safer soap, pyrethrins, and alcohol spray or soapy water, depending on the pest. And there's a lot of information out there specific to each pest as to what's effective.